Sway in the morning, Shade 4-5, man. Big round of applause right now. Big round of applause.
Yes.
This is a bucket list moment, Heather B.
And I love it. A bucket list for both of us, I think. Sway.
Yes, indeed. Some of the TV that shaped and molded the person I am today. Mm-hmm. And some of the people that played these amazing characters, you have no idea how they impact folks' lives. And I got a chance to watch our next guest over the years. Little guy growing up in Oakland, California, who used to love weekly to watch this amazing show called Cheers. Mm-hmm. And I love I don't know. I didn't know anything about Boston. I didn't know anything about Boston accents.
Right.
You know, I didn't even know anything about bar culture. But what I learned is interesting enough from this network of characters, you know, the camaraderie and the loyalty that they had towards each other. And they never really took life all the way serious. Mm-hmm. And the comedic prowess of that cast when you talk about Woody Harrelson. Round of applause for Woody. You know, Christy Alley, Shelley Long, Ted Danson, Kelsey Grammer. I mean, I'm just naming them all. George Wendt, John. Yes, I can name them all. Even her dad did some roles on this set.
That's right.
But one of the people that kept me coming because she stayed consistent, even in Sunset Park, all the different programs that she's done. She's been nominated, Heather B, for Emmy Awards, multiple ones. She won multiple times, Golden Globes. I mean, she's been nominated for everything, and she's here with us today. She probably is like looking around like, why am I here? What is going on right now?
Right.
You know?
I'm here to get all these pats on the back, man.
Yeah.
It's like, wow, a lot of love.
A
lot of love here.
A lot of love for you. We got the one and only Rhea Perlman is here. Come on.
Thank you.
Thank you for joining us.
Absolutely.
Thank you. So happy to be with you guys.
Nah, it's good to be with you. I mean, you know, you got the new project. You playing Grandma Ruth 13, the musical.
Right. That's it.
Grandma Ruth. But when they start making you grandma roles?
I was a grandma on Cheers. I think I was.
Remember?
I was about 36. I was a grandma.
She had all the kids.
I had
her
them
character.
young, man. I had them young.
Yeah.
So I had started out with 4. I ended up with 8.
You ended up with 8
kids.
8 kids.
Yeah.
I didn't
Started
realize
out
that.
with
show,
4
yeah.
kids, and the producer said, if I knew you were going to have all these kids, I wouldn't have started you out with 4.
Yeah.
4. Now you have 8 kids, but then at the end they made 2 of them twins, so they got into it.
Wow. that show was so well written. The Glenn and Les. Brothers. The brother, Glenn and Les Charles, who also wrote. See, all of these shows, Mary Tyler Moore show, they wrote on that. The MASH, right?
I'm not sure about that.
Okay.
I know
Taxi.
that Taxi they wrote on.
Yeah.
And Jimmy Burrows, the director, producer, co-producer with the Charles Brothers, has been directing since Mary Tyler Moore.
Mary Tyler Moore.
Yeah.
All iconic shows, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, because he did some. I remember his name on Frasier as well. The series Frasier, James Burrows. Yeah.
Yes, and he's been on Will and Grace. He's done them all.
He's done them all.
Wow.
Yeah. Anybody who can get him uses Jimmy for comedy. Oh my God, there's nobody like him. You think we're funny?
Yeah.
He's funny. He's the reason we're funny.
Okay.
Him and the writing, it's like really amazing.
Yeah, but Carla had a certain dry, sarcastic, amazing sensibility,
Quick,
timing when it came to humor.
Yeah.
Is that who you are off camera?
Oh, no.
Okay.
I wish.
Okay.
Oh, my God. I wish I had those things to say every second. But, that was the fun of it. That being able to put people down in a funny way and, not worry about, being mean because I wasn't really mean and they knew it, know, and had that dig, and it was just, those writers were incredible.
They're incredible, right?
Yeah.
I have a question pertaining to that as well in terms of the writing. So with that dynamic cast, I personally was surprised to see Frasier as a spinoff. Like, I just didn't see it coming. I would have thought Carla to finally see all of these kids. I would have thought the Woody character possibly. But were any of you ever approached to do a spinoff, or it went straight to Kelsey Grammer?
That went pretty much straight to Kelsey. There was a short-lived Tortelli's show, I think.
That was,
right?
yep.
Yeah.
The Tortelli show
but
came out.
I think it was at the same time as Cheers, and I didn't want to leave Cheers to do something else
Got it. Okay.
related that wasn't. It was Cheers was such a tight place to be and such a beautiful place to be with these people who are like my family that I couldn't imagine spinning off and not being part of that family anymore.
Got it.
You know?
Okay.
Was that part of your career? The how do I say this? At that point, was that when you were mostly living your dream when you were doing Cheers?
Absolutely. I never even dreamt it. It was so cool, so amazing. And I had because married to Danny DeVito, who was Louis in Taxi. I saw every episode of Taxi live, and watching from the booth. We would watch from a booth in the stage, and it was such a great, a great medium, and that's where I first saw, what a group of people could be together on doing something live, but also filmed, so that you're live and everyone can laugh if they want. They can laugh twice if you do it twice it's like doing a show, like doing a play, except if you make a mistake, you can do it again. And it's the best of everything.
It's the best of everything.
everything.
Rhea Perlman is here. Tell us about 13 the musical. This is interesting. I've been watching clips from it, and you're working around a lot of kids on this one.
Tell me about it.
Yeah.
She can't get away from kids.
Luckily I didn't have to birth them all, but I play the grandmother of the main boy who is getting bar mitzvah, which is what it kind of centers around. This kid who's taken from New York by his mom, who's played by Deborah Messing, and because of a divorce, and she wants to get out of there, and she goes home to Indiana where I am. And so the kids at school, and he needs people to come to his bar mitzvah because he's leaving all of his friends in New York. And so he was the kid that I worked with the most.
Okay.
I really didn't even meet most of those kids,
You
except
didn't?
for the woman, Patrice Uhl. I mean, no, she plays Patrice. It's Gabriella Uhl, who's amazing. She's the my next door neighbor, who it seems like, they're going to be really good friends. And some things come between that, and that's another involvement. And she's an amazing actress. He's an amazing actor. I mean, they had the best kids. And then when I actually got to see the movie, the singing and dancing. Actually, when I first realized how great they were, there's a bar mitzvah scene. And when they sing in that bar mitzvah, they all sing. I mean, it's just like, oh my God. It's just fabulous.
Yeah.
They're the most talented. And they're all 13.
Oh, they're really
real.
13.
Oh,
For
Okay.
real.
Okay.
That's
They're
what a
all
13 comes in.
13 years old.
13, the
Maybe
musical.
there's one who's 12 and one who's 14, but that's it.
That's around. Okay. Listen, that's going to be premiering August 12th, this Friday on Netflix. Rhea Perlman still working, HB. She's still getting checks.
Well, I'm listening to
Rhea
round
still
of
getting
applause for
checks,
that.
yo.
I'm listening
Rhea
to
getting the bag.
She getting the back. You mentioned bar mitzvah. We get little notes, Miss Perlman.
Yeah.
You see it all right here.
Yeah,
You're
I
big
see
in your
it.
name.
I see it. I can't
And,
read it.
okay, but yeah, you see your notes. And we read today that you were raised Jewish, correct?
Right. Yeah.
Danny DeVito was raised Catholic,
Right.
but you guys celebrated specific holidays together?
All the holidays.
All the holidays together.
Yeah.
But then as I read further, it said that you guys no longer live together, but you're still married technically, and you're
Yes.
not getting a divorce. You could have helped us out today in our segment. We had a relationship segment
you?
today. Yes.
Did you?
How
Okay.
does that work, Miss Pearlman? Tell us
know-
how you could be married but not getting a divorce but not living together.
With love. It works with love. I mean, you know what? We were married for a really long time. We were together for, I don't know, 40 years, maybe.
Wow.
I don't know. We were together for 11 years before we even got married. And then it was not, it just wasn't working. That relationship wasn't working for either of us. And we decided to separate. And we never moved far from each other. And, there were difficult times. Like, let's face it.
Yeah, it happens,
I
right?
mean, all relationships go through really difficult times. But what's important to both of us is family, our 3 kids, our dynamic as a family.
Beautiful.
Is just, it was always the center of our lives, no matter what work we were doing. Just like I like family and Cheers. Family's my thing.
That's your thing, right?
So actually it's worked out really great. We don't have a lot of arguments about stuff. We never have argued about stuff. We don't have a lot of arguments. We just need our own space.
Yeah.
And so we have our own space.
If he was to date someone else, you wouldn't mind?
I'd kill him.
Okay.
Love is out the window, Sway. They just needed space.
They just needed space.
Yeah, because it said something about 1971 that when they met. And I'm like, that's like over 50 years
I
ago.
love it.
Oh my God, it was even longer than 40. You're right. You're right.
Yo. Rhea said,
kill him.
yeah, that's easy. That's an easy question, Sway.
Kill him.
I'll kill him. Okay, well, listen, you got some fans on the line. Margaret is in L.A. Rise and shine, Margaret. Say hello to Rhea.
Hi.
Hi, good morning, Rhea.
Hi,
this
good
is amazing to
Yes.
talk to you.
Oh, well, thank you.
Yeah.
Thanks for calling me.
Yes, absolutely. I just wanted to let you know how much I loved watching you, getting Gary, and just all the episodes and the kids and all the fun and all the laughter. But you know what? While I was sitting here for a second, I just had a thought. Who was your favorite actor to work with on Cheers? Who was?
You can't ask me about favorites. That's like asking who's my favorite kid.
Yeah.
Really. I mean, it was such a
Okay,
great
fair.
group.
That's fair.
Yeah.
That's fair. Okay, yeah.
I love them all.
I enjoyed all.
And you know what? And when Nick Colasanto, who played Coach, when he died,
Oh, wow, yeah.
we all thought, oh, this is the end. It's never going to be as good as this. It wasn't the same as this, but Woody walked in that day, and he was the new, guy behind the bar with Sam, and he just like, wow. It was like, I don't know if you ever saw the show Damn Yankees, where this guy wants to be a baseball player so much that he sells his soul to the devil to become one, and he becomes Tab Hunter. He's like an older guy who becomes Tab Hunter, who's like a young, gorgeous guy, and but it was like that. It was like it was this same soul of a person just came into the bar.
What a younger.
Yeah,
Wow.
younger and, with a different life and everything, but it was the same soul somehow.
He blended in well immediately.
Yes.
Yes, I was
immediately.
there for that change.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was there. I was watching that time. He did blend in well. He caught y'all. Y'all had a distinct. That might be the greatest, along with the Jeffersons and Good Times. That might be the greatest of all time. Cheers. Like
I'm with you.
Yeah, right? You with me? DB, you want to jump in?
There we go. All right. So I wanted to ask, because there's a part in the film in 13 where you jokingly talk about the daughter bringing the kid back. And you said, well, if it took divorce to get you out here,
maybe it's a good thing.
It's a good thing because you say you always see the positive in a circumstance.
Right.
And so I feel like when you play a parent in a film or a television series, it can be more impactful than a lot of people realize, because there are people who might be going through similar situations and see how you handle it or your character handles it and maybe apply that to their own personal lives. So do you ever think about that sort of thing when you're playing, like whether it's a grandmother, mother, or any sort of family member? Like, what can I do to maybe emphasize something that could be relatable to somebody in the real world?
Well, yeah. I mean, I don't think about it in that phrasing, but I think about it as what makes this real. And that is the thing. I mean, the lines that I'm saying, if it's ever a line that rings false to me, or the person wouldn't say that in that situation, then I try to change it. I ask if we can change it. But I agree. I feel like my relationship with my daughter, Deborah Messing, who comes, is. I'm a little bit of a Budinsky in her life, but I don't. It's not overboard. And when I'm trying to help her do, I think is warranted. And I don't overlook who she is. I don't think, although sometimes she feels like I do, because kids never really take their parents to heart all the way, until later.
Until later.
Yeah.
One of your kids is coming up here with your husband, Danny DeVito. Lucy is coming up here.
Yes.
They're coming together. They're in the series Little Demon, is it called?
Yep,
Little Demon. And I was hoping.
And Jake is also a producer on that series.
Jake is all three of them producers, and Lucy and Danny are in it together, and that starts on FX on August 25th.
Look at her promoting. See,
Yeah.
I think that's the other, and I know Rhea. Rhea's the one who probably handles the money in the family, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. See.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. So
I got it all right here in the Zoc, right here.
That's why.
Hilarious.
That's why she's saying we could be separate, but we gonna stay married because we gonna keep the money in the
Understand
family.
what it is.
Is that true?
It's true. It's 100% true.
Yeah.
But that is an agreement of all of us.
Okay.
We are, and we've always lived like what's ours is yours. Everyone in our family.
Mm-hmm.
So it's never been an issue.
Okay. I love that.
Amazingly, it's never been an issue.
There you go. That's beautiful. I got it. If there's a question, because I want to play it back when they're actually going to be guests on our show, Danny and Lucy.
I'm so happy about that.
Yes.
That's great.
So, because Danny too is on my bucket list.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
What I want you to ask them a question, and we'll play it back for them when they come in the studio. We're going to surprise them.
What am I going to ask them?
Whatever you
Okay,
want.
that's cool. Like it could be personal, like something that the two of them would know, and it could be funny, or it could be something about working together, or
Playing the devil and the devil's child.
Yeah, the devil's spawn.
Oh my God! Now you put me on the spot.
Okay, anything.
Ask him a question.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. I was in one episode of this show. I'm in one episode of that show, The Little Demon. And don't you guys wish I was in every episode of the show?
There you go.
I mean, don't you really think about that every time you're getting together to play, to do this, the voices on this show? Don't you want mine? That's my question.
There it is. I like that. Good, fair question.
Yes.
Waiting on the answer. All right.
All right.
That'll be good. Okay, we got that. We got Siobhan on the line real quick. But before we get Siobhan, one of the Sunset Park was huge in the hood.
I'm happy to hear that, actually. Bill, you had all those great guys in it.
Yeah. Terrence Howard. Fredro Starr was in it.
Talent. Yep.
Talent Harris, the comedian, was in it.
Oh, my God. Talent was in it, yes.
What do you remember about those guys?
They were amazing. They really we became really close. I played the basketball coach.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how I got to be playing a basketball coach. I really
knew nothing about basketball.
Not enough. I knew I liked the game,
Yeah.
but I didn't know anything technical about basketball.
Mm-hmm.
And they were great at it. They were great, and we had party. Like I tried to treat them really good because they were all brand new. I mean, I think Fredro had done the most stuff at that time.
Wow.
Even more than Terrence. Yeah, I think. But Terrence was always the actor. He really was, and he is.
What was he like though?
He's very sweet, very sweet. He was late a few times, but who wasn't? Sorry, Terrence, if you're listening. It's true, though. It's true. And I would have, I had a couple of parties at my house, a couple of things to try to, this is how I live. This is,
Welcome
we're real.
Yeah.
And because I certainly didn't come from the hood.
No.
Yeah. I grew up in Coney Island.
Okay.
That's where I was born.
Mm-hmm.
And then Bensonhurst.
And there was a lot of racial conflict in Bensonhurst, right?
Not then.
Not at that
then.
time?
It was,
okay.
Bensonhurst was like Jewish Italian. That was it.
Uh-huh.
I mean, the number of black kids that I went to school with, I don't know. You can count them on one hand.
Yeah.
Really, really segregated that way.
Yeah.
Now it's different.
Good. Now it's better.
Now it's better.
There you go. All right. Did they introduce you to any hip hop music at that time?
Oh yeah, they were always playing stuff. I don't know what it was. I can't remember now.
Okay.
That was a long time ago, man. You gotta like shake my head out.
Rhea Perlman, y'all. Hey, listen, I love it. Rhea Perlman.
Thank you.
Thank you for coming by. I'm checking off my bucket list.
Yeah.
Sure.
Would you come back?
Oh, of course.
Okay,
I'm coming
great.
back.
Great.
Okay, next project, I'll be here.
Next project, you are here. This project is out this Friday on Netflix, 13, the musical. Make sure y'all watch it. Thank you for tuning in. And then Ty, the videographer.
Yeah, follow me at I am Ty Davis. I'm looking for editors, videographers. Follow me. Hit me up. I got work for y'all.
Okay, PVA Studios. That's the name of the company. And Ty Davis is where you follow.
Yeah, I am Ty Davis.
All right. We have nothing left to say.